Boys and girls around the world can hardly wait. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is speeding toward its release date on December 20th, 2024. Everyone is gearing up for what promises to be the biggest and most thrilling Sonic movie yet. The cast is amazing, with Keanu Reeves taking on the role of Shadow the Hedgehog, a character that fans love, and Jim Carrey returning in a double role. And after such an amazing trailer, the stakes have never been higher for Sonic and his gang. So let's dive into everything you need to know before this eagerly awaited movie hits the big screen. To fully understand why Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is so important, we need to remember how this movie journey began. The first Sonic the Hedgehog movie, released in 2020, became a big hit in the world of video game movies, but it almost didn't happen that way. When the first trailer was released, fans were outraged by Sonic's design, particularly his human-like teeth and overall appearance, which looked very different from the beloved character they knew from the games. The backlash was so severe that it nearly turned the project into a disaster, and they were so right. I mean, just look at that. That was everything but not Sonic. I don't even want to imagine what Shadow would have looked like with this design. But anyway, in response to the intense criticism, the filmmakers made an unprecedented decision. They delayed the movie to redesign Sonic's character. Director Jeff Fowler announced the delay on social media, acknowledging the fans' concerns and promising that Sonic would be made right. Just imagine this. An internationally recognized film director is bullied so badly on the internet that he has an entire film reworked. This move was highly unusual for a major film, but it paid off. The redesigned Sonic was much more faithful to the original character, and the positive reception to the new look helped turn the movie into a success. This is how easy it can be when you listen to your fans. The directors of Borderlands should have done the same. So what was the first movie about? Voiced by Ben Schwartz, Sonic, a blue hedgehog known for his incredible speed, originally from another dimension, ends up living in the quiet town of Green Hills, Montana, hiding from those who want to use his super speed for their own plans. The story takes off when Sonic accidentally causes a huge power outage that catches the attention of the US government. This leads to the introduction of Dr. Ivo Robotnik, a brilliant but crazy scientist played by Jim Carrey, who's given the job of capturing Sonic. This sets up a cat and mouse chase across the country. Along the way, Sonic makes a friend in Tom Wachowski, the town's sheriff, and together they try to stop Robotnik's evil plans. This movie was a success because it mixed humour, heart and action perfectly. Sonic's playful personality, combined with Carrey's hilarious performance, connected with audiences, making it one of the most successful video game movies ever. The final battle shows Sonic abusing his broken powers, ultimately sending Robotnik to the Mushroom Planet, so it was pretty obvious that the villain would return. The first film was a success, bringing in around $307 million on a budget of approximately $86 million. So naturally, the money-hungry executives decided a sequel was a must. So Sonic the Hedgehog 2, released in 2022, took everything fans loved about the first movie and made it even better. This sequel brought back our favourite characters and also introduced new ones that Sonic fans have been eagerly waiting to see. Tails, the two-tailed fox and Sonic's best friend, made his big screen debut, voiced by Colleen O'Shaughnessy, who has also voiced Tails in the games for several years. And also Black Air Force Energy Knuckles, the big buff red powerhouse, who is voiced by the Idris Elba. The plot of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 revolves around Dr. Robotnik's return from the Stoner Planet. His goal was to find and use the power of the Master Emerald, a gem with huge power that can change reality itself. So he tried to be the Thanos of the Sonic universe. Knuckles, who initially thinks Sonic is his enemy, is tricked by Robotnik into helping him. As the story unfolds, Sonic is not only faced with the challenge of stopping Robotnik, but also with the task of using Talk No Jutsu on Knuckles, that they are on the same side. The movie sees Sonic racing across different landscapes, from snowy mountains to ancient temples, in a desperate bid to reach the Master Emerald before Robotnik can use it to gain ultimate power. Along the way, Sonic teams up with his buddy Tails, who, when I was a kid, I actually thought was a girl, who provides crucial support with his flying abilities and technical know-how. The tension rises as Robotnik and Knuckles close in on the Emerald, with Sonic and his friends just steps behind. The final showdown takes place at the hidden location of the Master Emerald, where the true nature of the gem's power is revealed. In a climactic battle, alliances shift, and the gang must come together to prevent Robotnik from using the Emerald to reshape reality in his favour. Ultimately, Knuckles realises the truth about Robotnik's deception, leading to a Naruto moment where he joins forces with the boys to stop the mad scientist once and for all. One of the best parts of Sonic 2 is how it delves deeper into Sonic's lore, bringing elements from the games into the story in a natural way. The friendship bond between Sonic, Tails and Knuckles is explored more, setting the stage for partnerships with Talk No Jutsu God Naruto. The movie ends with a nice post-credits scene that introduces a character fans have been waiting for, Shadow the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was a huge success, earning over $405 million worldwide and securing the Sonic franchise's place as one of the top video game adaptations. So finally, what's new in Sonic the Hedgehog 3, or should I say Shadow the Hedgehog 3? The upcoming movie is shaping up to be the most ambitious film in the series, drawing inspiration from Sonic Adventure 2, one of the most beloved games in the franchise. The biggest news about the movie is the casting of Keanu Reeves as Shadow the Hedgehog, because I mean honestly, who could be better suited to play Shadow than John Wick himself? Interestingly, Sonic 3 will also have Jim Carrey playing two roles, not only returning as Dr. Robotnik, but also portraying Gerald Robotnik. There were previously rumours that the beloved Carrey would no longer be there, but apparently he will be, so he will play both grandpa and grandson. This double performance will explore the complicated relationship between the two Robotniks and their connection to Shadow. The movie's tone is expected to be darker and more intense than the previous ones, as it tackles themes of loss, revenge, and redemption. However, it will still have the humour and fun moments that have made the series so popular. The dynamic between Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Shadow will be central to the story, with each character facing their own personal challenges. But not only Shadow, other characters and returning superstars will also be introduced, like Amy Rose, a pink hedgehog known for her strong affection for Sonic and her big hammer, is rumoured to make her debut. There's also some wild speculation that Metal Sonic, one of Sonic's toughest robotic enemies, could make an appearance. Metal Sonic, often created by Dr. Robotnik to defeat Sonic, is known to be the coldest and one of the strongest enemies of Sonic. If he's introduced, that Iron Boy would definitely release some Black Air Force energy. The chances of other cameos and Easter eggs are high, considering the many characters and stories within the Sonic franchise. Fans can expect nods to the games, animated series, and possibly even the comics, all woven into the movie's story. And what this means for the future of the Sonic franchise? Well, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is not just a continuation of Sonic's adventures, it's a crucial moment for the franchise's future. The introduction of characters like Shadow and the potential for more characters opens up new storylines and possibilities for future movies. The success of the first two films shows that there is a strong demand for Sonic content, and Sonic 3 is set to build on this momentum. The movie's darker tone, combined with complex characters and high-stakes action, suggests that the Sonic franchise is growing up along with its audience. While the earlier films were more light-hearted and focused on introducing Sonic to a new generation, Sonic 3 seems to be taking the story in a more serious direction, exploring deeper themes and more intricate character dynamics. So what are the final thoughts? Why you should be excited for Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is shaping up to be the most exciting entry in the franchise yet. With Keanu Reeves bringing his unique intensity to Shadow and Jim Carrey returning in a double role, the movie promises to deliver everything: action, drama, humour, and Black Air Force energy. For fans of the games, the movie's close ties to Sonic Adventure 2 and the introduction of characters like Shadow and possibly Amy Rose will be a treat, offering both nostalgia and new surprises. The possibility of more characters joining the story, like Metal Sonic, only adds to the excitement. But beyond the action and the characters, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is also a story about redemption, loss, and the choices that define us. Shadow's journey, influenced by his tragic past, will resonate with audiences on a deeper level, making this more than just a typical action movie. It's a continuation of Sonic's story that respects the past while boldly stepping into the future. As we count down to December 20th, 2024, one thing is clear: Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is set to be a must-see movie event that will hopefully entertain audiences of all ages. Whether you're a longtime fan or new to the Sonic world, they said that this movie will be an unforgettable ride. Let's just hope it's unforgettable in a good way.